Hey, shop at Teesprings for all your goods merchandise. We got what you need. You need shirts? No problem. You need mugs? No problem. You ain't got no money? Problem. Get the red suit, get the monkey, raise some money, buy a shirt.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's box office report. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And you know what? It's been a big revitalized box office now that Top Gun is out.
Summer is here. And
Summer-
it's only going to get bigger. Well, I mean, we got so many things left in the pipeline. So many damn trailers have dropped. So, summer.
A lot.
Yeah, so much to watch.
And
I
you
don't
know,
have enough money.
now, we will do a Top Gun review eventually.
Yes, eventually. We see it.
Eventually. I have not seen this movie. When you're in the theater business, it's really hard to watch films. But we will definitely have that out for you. We were late on our Doctor Strange review.
Yeah, that too. But look, man, they made me wait 3 years for this movie. Those trailers were a few years ago. They made me wait 3 years. They could wait a little
Well,
time.
they made us wait 30 years for the second.
Oh yeah, they
Top
did
Gun.
make us wait.
All right, so
Why was there no straight to video one, by the way?
So speaking of, Top Gun remains number one, 86 million in week 2 with a 500 million worldwide box office.
Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, I didn't think that was there. There were that many people who still remember a movie from the '80s that would come out to support this film. When you think about all of the, late sequels that
Legacy?
we got, legacy sequels that we got like a couple of decades too late, and it's like, and how they just weren't supported. It's very surprising that this one was.
Okay, so Dumb and Dumber 2 obviously did not do what we
Dumb
thought.
and Dumber 2 didn't
But
do.
that was a 90s.
Zoolander didn't do it.
But that was a 90s though. Think about it. It was a 90s property.
So this is even more
This
surprising.
is an
that-
86. What I'm saying is that us
Uh-huh.
being 80s teens or 80s, growing up in the 80s,
Right.
there was a lot more. It's like a lot more love for the movie
Okay.
in the 80s than there were the 90s. Does that make sense?
I mean,
That's what this is. What this is.
I mean,
this is
people
what
who
I'm
grew up in
thinking.
the '90s would talk about how much they love the movies from the '90s.
They did turn out for Scream 5.
Okay, so that was a good one,
So,
but Matrix didn't get a big response.
No,
and-
it did not.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chainsaw Massacre was awful.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, it's just not a good movie.
Yeah. So I am not surprised.
Halloween got a good response.
Halloween got away, but that's a 70s film.
Yeah.
That's 78.
I mean,
But that's
how you
Michael
look
Myers
on
too.
it,
So
if
it's
you
kind of
think
like.
about all the sequels.
Or okay, so what do you think did it? Or do you think it's because of the love of the 80s, or is it to see Maverick?
I think
to
Tom
see
Cruise
as
still
as
brings
Maverick.
crowds out, except for the Mummy. Tom Cruise still brings people out to the theater, and like when we were talking about Will Smith, and it's like he is a big summer movie box office draw. So we haven't seen Tom Cruise in anything. So when Mission Impossible comes out, Mission Impossible is probably going to do well as well.
But we've seen him as Ethan Hunt a lot of times.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him play Pete Mitchell, Maverick in a long time, 30 years here. So
But once again, Tom Cruise still brings people to the theater.
okay, so that's what you're going with.
I mean, look, they did Fight Club Part 2, and Brad Pitt's gonna be in Fight Club Part 2. It's like, we go see that too.
Yeah, we will go see.
Yeah,
that.
see.
All right, so that was number one. Number two, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of
Still making
Madness.
that money.
Still making that money. 9.2 million. It's still the highest grossing movie of
Because
the year.
it surpassed Spider-Man, right?
It surpassed Batman
Oh, okay.
for 2022,
When did Spider-Man come out?
2021.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry, I didn't surpass Spider-Man.
But you know what's still holding on strong? It's a Marvel title. It's still freaking amazing. Sam Raimi,
Yeah.
of course, coming back.
Look, the fact
Made
that
it a Raimi film.
What's the
Love it.
total overall?
Overall total, it's got to be in the high 100 millions.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's doing well. It's nothing's gonna stop a Marvel movie from doing well. Except for me too. Nothing's gonna
or
stop-
Black Widow.
Or Black Widow. There you go.
At number 3 is Bob's Burgers, 4.5 million. Second week.
I was very interested in it, but I'm like, is this just a long episode of Bob's Burgers? Kind of like how when
Right, like
like the
Beavis and
Simpson
Butthead.
movie, like, is it just a long episode of the
Yeah.
Simpsons?
Oh, Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so I would rather wait for this to come out.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to come out too. Number 4, The Bad Guys, holding in 7 weeks already, and it's still in the
Jeez.
top 5. 3.3 million.
Studios, put out another cartoon film because there's money to be made. People are re-seeing this movie.
But the animation too is really good. It's actually pretty dang good.
Put out another damn cartoon movie. The money is out there to be made.
Number 5 is Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is number 5 with $3 million.
It is too uppity TV show, so I'm sure the movie is too uppity for me as well.
Okay, which one was it? Everything, everywhere,
Everywhere.
All
Oh my God! All over the internet now
still
is
doing great.
People are talking about this and the multiverse of this and blah blah blah, and all I can say is that bad casting. They should have cast him.
No,
That's all I can say.
no, it's
Fact,
doing
we were
really
talking about
well.
how this movie's greenlit for a sequel if they had
I
gotten.
hope so. I hope so.
Now with Michelle Yeoh, is she gonna be on her deathbed? She's
No.
gonna be in her wheelchair.
That's messed up.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, she's old.
78 million so far, almost $80 million, and this is A24's highest grossing film.
I mean, anything that makes over $5 for A24
This
is
is
always
very true.
profitable. But they make things for pocket change.
All right, here we go. You ready for dud of the?
Yes.
For the first time in Good's history,
All right.
we're going to have dud of the week
Okay.
in the box office
All right.
2 times for the second time.
There's 2 duds.
Yes. No.
Oh,
I'm
there's
saying
some-
the
the
same
same-
title has made dud of the week twice.
It can't be any worse unless it makes no money.
It's Morbius.
How is it? The Morbius came out a long time ago.
I will explain. Because of social media and all of the people talking about Morbius, didn't get a fair chance, and Morbius is a great movie,
I
and
still haven't
Morbius
seen it,
is
by the
Morbius that, me neither, and Morbius is Morbius that, it's Morbin time, and all of this, the studio saw all of this, internet memes and everything that the attention that the movie was getting. So guess what? We're gonna give you what you want, fans. Yeah, $300,000.
They re-released it?
They re-released it. It made $300,000. It completely
But the
flopped.
reviews were bad.
It completely flopped again. How do you flop
All right, look.
twice?
In its defense, it's already streaming. And we already understood that, like, if it's streaming, that's already going to lower the box office for it. So, for the people who were starting this outrage and petitions and stuff like that about it didn't get a solid chance, once it started streaming, anybody who was still interested in seeing Morbius was just going to watch it at home. So why would you re-release it? There's no point to re-release it because you already put it on stream. If you hadn't added it to streaming, and then you're like, it's not doing well, you just pulled it, and then you're like, fan petition, it's not getting enough, and then re-release it, maybe. But you already put it on streaming. It's too late.
Okay, so you look at when Endgame beat Avatar and Fox.
How
went
much
ahead.
did they make on the re-release?
I don't remember, but
It was just
remember
enough. They made just enough to get past
beat
Avatar.
Endgame. Yeah.
So maybe
They re-released Avatar to get the #1 spot again.
maybe that this was in line to re-releasing a film that hasn't been out of the theaters that long. So maybe thinking about it, it's like, hey, $300,000, that sucks for a movie that costs a couple $100 million, but for a re-release of a film that's already out on streaming and not too long out of the theaters, $300,000 to get $300,000 out of people going back to the movie theaters to see it, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe that was a win for them, and we're just looking on the fact that total amount together still sucks.
Well, Jared Leto got in on the whole meme thing, and he posted a video of him looking at the script, and it said Morbius 2. It's Morbin time. Yeah. Moving on. What's up next? You're asking. Well, it's Jurassic World
2?
Dominion.
Oh. They should have given it.
So this is the final. This is the final in the Jurassic World trilogy.
Okay.
All right. So what's awesome about this, and we're talking about nostalgia.
Also,
you got Laura Dern back.
How many more ways can we say dinosaurs got loose and killed us?
Right. And why are they always bigger?
Yeah.
But this time around, and we were talking about legacy. Now you got the legacy characters coming back. You got freaking the Laura Dern coming back, Sam Neill coming back, and freaking Seth Brundle himself. Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum's coming back. So mixing it up with Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard. So you have all of these freaking, we have these 2 worlds combined now, and I think they're projecting this to actually be the lowest of the trilogy. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be the highest grossing out of the trilogy. What do you think?
I think it'll be the highest too because everybody's back to the theater.
And the legacy characters.
Also too, that those are a thing. That but I think that they're predicting low just because of what trends had been going into our previous summer movies.
Do you think Forbidden Kingdom had anything to do with it? Because that movie was not that good towards the end. It was not that good. I mean, once they introduced clone girls, it was over.
But they still made. I was actually supposed to do a video about that. I never made.
Thank God.
No, it would have been funny.
Oh.
But the simple fact that they still paid for this one, so it must not have done that bad because they still paid for this one. They could have ended the trilogy there.
Oh, absolutely. No,
they could have been
you're
like,
right.
oh, just forget it. They could have. What's that movie when they had 3 of them and then they put the third one on streaming? They didn't even
Divergent.
Divergent. Yeah, it was like they could have Divergent this and just said, oh, that movie's never coming out. But it did well enough, and I just think they were basing it on trends, and they were like, hey, in box office might be low, so we're gonna predict low that this is gonna do. But if summer movies are doing what they have been doing recently, like with Batman, Top Gun, Doctor Strange, stuff like that, where it has been doing really, really well, then I think it's gonna do amazing. I mean, kid movies are still out there, and a dinosaur movie is definitely going to get parents to take their kids. Even though they're murdering dinosaurs. They're murderous dinosaurs. They're still going to take their kids to come see this movie. So I expect this thing to do really well.
Yeah, tell us what you think on how much Jurassic World is going to make in its first weekend. I'm going to probably go with along the lines of 180, maybe not 190 for the weekend.
That's pretty good.
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, Terrence, take us home.
Guys, I haven't done this in a while. I'm sorry. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already done so. Make sure you click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do on the channel once I get around to editing them and putting them out. Also, too, make sure you go grab some merch. You can also get this on Amazon right now. We're on Teespring. We're also on Amazon. Pick or choose whatever one you like to do better. We're going to get money from it regardless, so please buy t-shirts, mugs, buttons, all the stuff that's on there, as well as just give us free money by going to our Patreon, patreon.com/thegoods, something like that. It'll be on the screen right there. It's there on the screen. Go there. Give us some money. We got some gifts for you if you do donate to the show.
For Aspen, Art, and Carla, wherever the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time.
Oh, real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.